India is now, I don't know whether one would call it an upper middle power or a great power, but India is one of the most important countries in the world. Without any question, it is the third or fourth largest economy in the world, the most populous country in the world, and has achieved, and is achieving, I should say, a level of economic and technological sophistication that is new. If any of you have the latest iPhone in your pocket, the iPhone 17, it was made in India. Every single iPhone 17 was made in India. About 25% of all smartphones and about 50% of all iPhones are now made in India. And what is remarkable about that is, particularly on the iPhone dimension, if you go back 4 years, 0 were made in India. This is India essentially replacing China as the principal manufacturer of smartphones for the United States within 4 years. It is the kind of thing you used to believe that only China could do, which is a kind of high precision manufacturing at scale. It was always thought that, you needed the kind of discipline and direction that the Chinese state could provide, which allowed for this kind of thing. And, to a large part, it used to be true. I had a friend who was a CEO who had factories in China and India. And I told him, what is the big difference between operating in China and India? He said, in China, when you go to these factories, people are very obedient. They just, execute. And it's very hard to get them to tell you, give you any feedback, tell you what's wrong with what's going on. And I said, in India, he said, in India, it's the opposite. You can't get people to shut up. Every worker has 3 ideas about how if they were owning the factory, they would transform it. I don't know whether that's true anymore, but for some reason or the other, while talking too much, the Indians are also making a lot of stuff and are doing it at a very, very high level.